Hello everyone and welcome to another Timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Delirium Beatdown deck in Timeless format. So this is going to be a beatdown deck using a lot of cards that wants to take advantage of the Delirium, such as the Dragon Ray Channeler. But with the newest set, Duskmourn, now we have Patchwork Beastie, and you also have the Balustrade Worm that were introduced to Magic Arena. So you guys all know how good the Dragon Ray Channeler is, but the Patchwork Beastie works a little bit differently compared to the Dragon Ray Channeler. This card just mills a card at the beginning of your upkeep, but it is optional, so you don't actually have to do that if you don't want to, but you're going to want to do that most of the times, because that is going to fuel the Delirium, and once this card has it, you're going to be able to attack with this card, which is good. And the Balustrade Worm, this is a card that cannot be countered, and it's also 5/5 with Trample and Haste. It says that if you have a Delirium, you could also return this card from the graveyard onto the battlefield with a finality counter on it, which is sick. So if opponent had 2 counter spells ready in hand with some copies of Fatal Push, for example, because that would become a literal nightmare for your opponent. So we're going to be trying out 2 of these in the main deck. But the real reason why you want to be playing something like this are these 2 cards. We have Say Its Name and Altanok the Thrice Cold. So Say Its Name, you mill 3 cards, and then you can return a creature or a land from the graveyard into your hand. So it can be any land or creature that is already in the graveyard. It doesn't exactly have to be the 3 cards that you just milled, which is great. Since we are heavy in creature count, we can just get back the Dragon Ray Channeler that got pushed earlier or Patchwork Beastie. But let's say if there's 2 more Say Its Name in the graveyard, then you can exile 2 other cards named Say Its Name from the graveyard. You can search the graveyard, hand, or library for a card named Altanok, and you put it onto the battlefield. And this is a 7 mana 9/9 with Trample. And if it does get targeted by spells or abilities your opponent controls, you do draw a card, which is nice. But one thing you have to watch out for is the Orcish Bowmasters, because if the Orcish Bowmaster comes down and pings the Altanok, it can get an infinite trigger, forcing you to draw your entire deck. So what you want to do when you actually get this Altanok out onto the battlefield, you want to have at least 1 spare mana. So if your opponent forces you to draw your entire deck, you can draw into the Lightning Bolt or the Unholy Heat, and you just kill the Orcish Bowmaster. So the Orcish Bowmaster plan versus this card is a double-edged sword, and it's not always gonna work in your favor if you're hoping to win by milling your opponent out by constantly shooting at the Altanok. So thanks to that, I'm gonna be hopping over to some Timeless Special 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop over. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. I think I'm gonna mulligan. I'll keep this one. The Bottom of Fury. Okay, nice. We got an Oliphant. Okay, white, blue. With the Witch Enchanter. Okay, because I have an Oliphant, I guess I don't need to, fix the top. I'm just gonna do this now, in case of, random stifle. Okay. Psychic Frog. I could pitch the Detective Phoenix onto the Frog. They'd have to discard 3, but I don't think it's worth it. So Reanimate deck. Yeah, this makes more sense. Let's go to the next game. Okay, Hearse is in. That frog is really hard to answer for our deck. Surgical's in. I think that's about it. I don't think they play any counter spells, so I'll sideboard out the worms. I guess I could play some like pick your poisons to get rid of the Aatroxa. Guess we can go down on Fury as well. Let's try that. Okay. I think this hand could work out. But an upkeep stop. It's something that I would want versus them, but I think we want lands, right? Okay, let's go Malevolent Rumble. Mishra's Bauble. Curse. That's pretty bad, right? That's pretty bad. Another Rumble. Probably mill that. I mean, I could escape the Phoenix, but I don't really have anything to attach to, you know? Because this is not going to be able to attack next turn. I was hoping to get a way to answer this, but nope. We're just going to play this out. Because even if I bestow onto this Patchwork Beastie, it's not going to work. Because this can only attack if you have the Delirium. So what we're really looking for is a way to answer Unlicensed Hearse. Two, 4, 6. You just gotta make a scenario where, like, the hearse isn't enough, you know? Okay, so that's their entire turn. Sure. Yeah, we're gonna be able to attack with everything next turn, so... because the hearse is just not enough versus our deck. And they can't reanimate anymore because they have 7 toughness. I mean, they only have 7 life. Oh, we get a hearse too. It seems like if you do the beatdown early enough, it's actually enough to win the game. What if I have a flute versus like Psychic Frog and Hearse? Because I mean, Fury isn't good enough, is it? I mean, it's okay, but I feel like if I bring this, I might be overboarding. This hand seems a bit slow, right? Better. I could have waited on the Dragon Rage Chandler, but I don't think we're going to be able to get the Dragon Rage Chandler down until later into the turns because of a Orcish Bowmaster. Psychic Frog. Pretty good. Another land. I was really hoping for a way to answer that Psychic Frog here, but I could gamble. No, I can't even gamble. If the same thing comes down again, I might just lose the game. Okay, that's a good sign. Happy about that. That's really unfortunate. I needed my Unholy Heat so bad. And they're gonna reanimate that? Darn. Well, that's not good. Bottoming a Psychic Frog. Oh god. Okay, I think that's the end of the road. I think that's the end of the road. Alright, GG's. Giganta. The last game was actually pretty good. Except for the game one. Another beastie? Oh, I'll take it. Paseju. Raptor. Into another Raptor. I was gonna cycle this, but I'm kind of second guessing myself. Like, do I need to cycle this? I have Fury, you know? Oh. I mean, that does kind of change things quite a bit. I could just cycle the Oliphant and then Phoenix it. I mean, there's a chance that I might miss. So I should probably do it on Dragon Rage Chandler then. I think the Fury comes next turn. I think I can be a little bit greedy here. Oh man, this is juicy. Juicy. Actually, let's rumble first. I thought we were able to get like another red card out of it. My god. Just insane. Okay, Molten Impact in. Force of Vigor in. Stone of Eric in. Curse is in. Pyroclasm's in. Not a matchup where the worm's gonna be useful. I'm gonna take out a hearse. And I'll probably cut like 2 beasties. And a bubble. Maybe another beastie. Okay, that's excellent. They also play Bobble. Might be able to ramp into Fury. Oh, they're trying to do this. I see. Then should I just kill the Patchwork? The funny thing is, if I kill this, it puts another Delirium, which is not something I want to see right now. I think I'll just rumble. Well, I could Fury, but do I need to? This can't block. So, I mean, it does answer these two pretty nicely. But it's a 2 for 2. Which is, I guess, not where I want to be. Okay, so they got rid of a Galvanic Discharge. I'm also pretty close to hard casting this. I mean, maybe I should have actually done it because that would put a creature into the graveyard. I don't know. Maybe it was actually worth it. Yeah, that's pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying, actually. Curse. I believe we milled our only graveyard hate, which is Force of Vigor. I mean, a way to get rid of the unlicensed hearse. Pretty annoying. Let me see what we are gonna get next. I just want lands at the moment. Just one lands. I don't think I should be playing this bolt right now because if I do that, they might have a Bloodbraid Marauder in their hand. Also, isn't this a non-bow? What are they doing? What if you cascade into a beastie actually? Oh, maybe they aren't playing the rhinos? Maybe. That could be it, right? Actually, yeah, think about it. Yeah, what am I saying? Like, they have Bubbles and Galvanic Discharge. Yeah, that's a land. That is a Hasted Fury! Let's just block. I don't want to be taking too much damage. I'm already at 8, which is already pretty low. Now they could kill the 0/1. That would be pretty smart if they did. Okay. So if they crew in response and I attack and they block, I'm so happy, actually. Oh my god. I'm so happy. This Fury just killed 3 things. Wow. It's kind of crazy. It looks like this is a... Ooh, nice pickup. Not nice pickup. We'll just Pyroclasm here. Need another land. So we're gonna be taking extra 3... Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Okay. I don't know why I decided to take additional damage there, but there it is. That might come to bite me. That's a really funny interaction, right? The fact that the Dragon Ray Chandler has to attack is so funny. Because I give it haste. Okay. Okay, million Amp Raptors. I made a mistake. So my thought process for not activating the Arena of Glory was that I was gonna be able to hard cast the Fury next turn, but I realized my life total, so I couldn't do it. Alright, GG's. Okay. Inquisition. Interesting that they didn't get rid of the patchwork there. So it's gonna grow to a 3-4? Another bauble. What to do with this? I think I'm gonna decline. No, I'm gonna take action, I mean. I could just kill the Netherglyph here. But it's just so resource intensive, you know? But it's gonna allow me to attack, so... Psychic Frog. Yeah, this is a problem. This is a problem. So they would need to, like, discard 2 cards. Maybe we can, like, you know, we mill a Balustrade Worm and we just win the game. Maybe I should just bolt now, right? Let's just bolt now. I didn't think they would block anyways there. So by doing this, they're gonna have to discard their entire hand. And opponent's at 8. Mill the Worm, win the game. Let's go. Oh, don't tell me you just drew another Treasure Cruise. That's... Okay, never mind. Okay, we're getting pretty unlucky. Hmm... The Worm? Are you there? Nope. Okay, Hearse. Pick your poisons. I think that's about it, honestly. Let's go down on... Am I supposed to go down on some Furies in this matchup? The card just doesn't really hit anything, to be fair. Let's go down on the Bolt as well. It's a bit slow, but I think it could work out. I think the real, like, difference maker might actually be, the Worm, right? I think the Worm really needs to come out in this kind of matchup. Ah, I forgot to wait. Didn't see that they had a fetch land. Good news is, they bought him the Toxic Deluge. So what? Like, do they have a... They shocked it in. Means that they have another one mana spell. I mean, surely I'm gonna get a land here, right? Just in case. Do I want to take extra damage? Probably not. Okay, sure. Okay. I think that grabbing the Elephant doesn't do anything. Does it? I mean, I guess I could hardcast the Detective Phoenix. I guess that's a thing. Guess I gotta play the Besiege now. Maybe I should have actually sacrificed a spawn. Okay, let's hit you. So I could sacrifice this to leave up both the Bolt and the Unholy Heat. But I think it's a bit unnecessary. That also sticks. This is a this is a 3-mana card, so gonna be a little bit tough to kill it.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
I feel like I don't need to use a Lightning Bolt on this Tameo.
I will protect this library with my life.
A Fury.
That tome is one of a kind.
I need them to tap out.
I am not defenseless.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Where is my worm? Anybody seen my worm? So I'm gonna attack. They're gonna make their Psychic Frog flying. Right.
I wanted to trust you.
Bolt the Tameo. I'll pick your poison, the Psychic Frog. Okay. So they're still leaving up mana drain mana. Wow, that's stuck. Impressed. If I escape this, do I still have a Delirium? I mean, I should. Malevolent Rumble, Malevolent Rumble, Malevolent Rumble. I still have a sorcery in there. I'm only losing one enchantment. So the Tameo is dead. I don't think I need to escape this. Do I? It's gonna cost me too much. Yeah, it's gonna cost me too much. I want to get the Ultinoc out just once, but it's just so hard. It is so hard to get Ultinoc out. I'm guessing this is a Deluge here. It's not even a good Deluge, honestly. Okay, we go to game 3. Close game. Definitely felt very clunky with the Fury in this matchup. Maybe I'm not actually supposed to take out Lightning Bolt, I don't know, but they don't really have any targets. Like, our Lightning Bolt's kind of been rotting in our hand for a long time too, so I'm not really sure. Let's just go. Yeah, this is an ugly hand. Much better. So I don't mind if opponent actually Orcish Bowmasters. Hopefully we can get this Malevolent Rumble down. Man, we haven't seen our Worm against this matchup too. Like, that card's so good against them. Land? I think I would need that land. Decline. Oh, yes. There it is. There it frickin' is. Uncounterable Worm. Insane. Just in case if they like decide to go Orcish Bowmaster here, so I didn't crack the Mistress Bubble just to like give him Orcish Bowmaster value, so just gonna go ahead. Brainstorm. Ah, that's unfortunate. I thought maybe like they wouldn't have it. Unfortunate. I'm trying to force out an Orcish Bowmaster here. Like, for them to, like, tap out, maybe. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Let's go with the channeler. They have a surgical. Okay. We're gonna be drawing a spell snare. Pretty strong, but I think they're just going to Scalding Tarn. Crack it. They might actually counter this. No. Probably counter this. Still no. We went through half our deck, but we still haven't seen, we still can't get the Say Its Name out. If I can get something going here, that'd be nice. It's very unfortunate that we milled Fury there. We're so close to winning. But just no dice. Our Patchwork Beastie hasn't been very cooperative, you know? It keeps milling cards that we want to see, and then we draw land after. It happened in game 1, and it's happening again in game 3. But I gotta say, like, our mills haven't been the best, right? Our mills haven't been the best. It's been pretty mediocre, I must say. If we don't draw something decent here, we might just lose the game. That's insane. Because we decided to tap the Arena of Glory. Yikes, man. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. I give up. Sure. Stomping Ground. I would say I would need that. I think I just want lands. Wow, Fury. So we're playing against elementals. Okay. Let's grab a Dragon Ray Channeler. Alternatively, I could have grabbed a land. So I could go Balustrade Worm next turn. But I don't know. I kind of like this better. Okay, they're making it pretty difficult for us to deal damage. And I half expected it would be a elemental deck. Do I give them a turn with the Resin Reeve? I feel like I should. Wow, it was a birthing ritual elemental deck. Into a Risen Reef, into a Risen Reef. Altanok. Fury plus Rumble. Darn, they actually waited for me to finish attacking. Darn, darn, darn. Like, I really don't want to use this Lightning Bolt. Other than going face, you know? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need my opponent to, like, stop having removal spells, please. That'd be nice. Thank you. Do I even sideboard? I guess Force of Vigor is really good. And pick your poisons. That's probably what I'm gonna do here. I'll cut a Fury. Maybe even 2. Okay, Altanok was actually pretty good there into fueling the Bestow. But that's about it. And I'll go down on a copy of Mishra's Bubble. Wow. Double say its name. Maybe this is the... Finally the turn. Finally the time I'm gonna get Altanok out. Please. Voice of Resurgence. That's definitely an annoying card, but I guess I top this. I'll go another land. Okay, I might actually have to Passage that. But we'll see. How do they always get Risen Reef? What's going on here? I mean, I can get the Fury out, I guess. Nice. We got Stomping Ground there, which is nice. So we'll get rid of a Lightning Bolt. They have a Surgical or Solitude. That doesn't work, my friend. It doesn't save your 3/3. Oh, they just wanted a trigger from the Risen Reap, I guess. And it also messes up my Detective Phoenix. It seems like they have another one, though. Kind of annoying. Okay. I mean, opponent knows that I have a Boseiju. Drawing the worm there wasn't the best. Sure. So that's what they had. Okay. I could let the Endurance be and then Boseiju the Ritual. Okay. So I think I should have actually done it before this, before the end step. Okay, that's kind of annoying. That was my bad. Leyline Binding? I could gamble. What do I need? Artifact, instant speed. Nice. Oh my god, they have multiple endurance. Okay, crazy. Okay, I think they got it. I don't think I can beat this anymore. I really need to, I think, I need to aggro them down I'll look at one more card and then we'll just go to next game. Double endurance. To be fair, this Omnath shouldn't have been there because I should have besaged it earlier. Okay, maybe Fury is good versus them. So we'll have that in. I'll cut one worm. Now let's just cut the worms, honestly. Multiple endurances. Pretty bad for me. Seems like they have another, like, either a solitude or endurance in hand, which is not good for me either. You know? Maybe I should have some blood moons in the sideboard. That's a really bad mill. What the heck? That is a very bad mill. See what they're gonna draw. Another cavern. Okay, well, we got the endurance out early, so that's good. That's a lot of lands on top. Okay, that's a good sign. Pick your poison. Is that a card that I want to top at a current board state? Nope. Okay, let's attack first in case of endurance. Would I want that? I guess I can play it out next turn. Excellent. I should just get the Phoenix out immediately in case of another, you know. Another Phoenix. That's pretty good. Hindsight, I should have done it before, right? But they could have had another endurance. And I would have dealt less damage. That's an elemental? Alright, GG's opponent. That was a pretty close game. Alright, so had some pretty close games today. The Demir matchup was also pretty close. I would say the matchup seems like it's like maybe like close to 50-50. But we lost to a reanimator early. It does seem like if they can reanimate something big super fast, like because we are in green-red color, Things like Lightning Bolt or Unholy Heat just doesn't do it. Unfortunately, zero energy today, right? Except for the Gruul version. I would still assume an energy deck matchup should go similar to the match 2 that you saw. The fact that we have main deck Fury, we also have some Pyroclasms, some Molten Impacts. Like, I feel like it should be a pretty nice matchup going into energy. The problem is the deck isn't very suited for combo matchup, right? But if opponent's playing creature, now we're talking, right? If you see a lot of Sorin combo decks, maybe you want to up the number of the Disruptor Flutes and go down on Molten Impact. I think Molten Impact, Pyroclasm might be a little bit too much, so especially versus energy, since you're going to be also sideboarding in some Stone of Barracks as well, right? Have more Disruptor Flutes versus Sorin combo decks, Necropons, and Show and Tells. But let's actually talk about this deck. The fact that this is an artifact creature complements the Dragon Rage Channeler very well, so I kind of like that. And the constant milling makes it so that even against an unlicensed Hearse, I felt that I wasn't really at a disadvantage. Like, sure, they're gonna be able to stop some stuff like Detective Phoenix. Like, if you have a bunch of Patchwork Beasties on the battlefield and you draw like a Malevolent Rumble, like, even with a Hearse on the battlefield, it's not that bad. And also, like, after a Malevolent Rumble and you mill a Detective Phoenix, you can bestow this immediately out of the graveyard. So even if there's like a Hearse on the battlefield, you know, you could just as long as you play it immediately after playing something like Malevolent Rumble or Say Its Name, you should be good to go. I was actually pretty impressed with the Balustrade Worm. Like, as a 2-of, we escaped this a couple of times, and it's very hard to kill, like, especially versus the Mirror Control deck. But at the time, they've always seemed to have Drown in the Lock, which is a bit of a shame, honestly, since the Drown in the Lock is maybe like a 1 or 2-of in that deck, so they always seem to have an answer to this, which was a bit of a shame, but I still think this card is pretty amazing. And game 1 versus a lot of the decks, like, if you mill this card, sometimes it just comes out, it deals 5 damage, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I was very surprised how good this card was, and I would definitely not cut it. What I have actually noticed was that Altanok is impossible to get out. This is a card 9.9 times out of 10. You will never get this card out in any of your match. And if you do, you're incredibly lucky if you did, because I played like 6 matches, right? And a lot of them went to 3 games. I was nowhere close to ever getting this out once. So that should tell you something about this card. But as just a 1-of, it's not bad, right? As just a 1-of, it's not bad. The Say Its Name can be better in a more creature-oriented deck like this, because Cash Grab, you mill 4 cards, you mill an extra card compared to Say Its Name, but you can return a permanent card from among them into your hand, right? So technically, it's better than Say Its Name, but the Say Its Name says that you mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature or land card from the graveyard to your hand. So it can be any land or creature that got put into the graveyard already. I feel like in more cases, if you have a lot of creatures like ours, this can definitely be better in my opinion. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.